In today's video, we're taking a look at how to repair a dryer machine replacing the heating element. This is so easy, anyone could do it. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and went to dry some clothes. You placed the clothes, you put it for an hour, you came back and they're still wet. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. So this particular video is going to be part of a series on how to fix your dryer. And we're basically going to show how to replace the 5 main components that go bad in a dryer. We'll leave a link for the parts on the description. The first part on the kit is the high limit thermostat. Then we get the thermal fuse. Next, we have the thermal cutoff switch. Then we get the cycling thermostat. Finally, the one that we're going to replace today is the heating element. The first thing that you want to do is verify that you have the correct house. The second thing that you want to do is verify that you do have a dryer. And if you don't and you're watching this video for the comedic relief, we applaud you. Now that we have all the data points covered, we're ready for the next step. And because the last thing you want on a clear sunny day is to die, we want to go ahead and unplug the dryer from the outlet. Next, we want to make sure that we remove the exhaust vent from the dryer. In many cases, you may have to bring the dryer to an open area to have space to work on it. And the area that we want to work on the dryer is the back. You're going to notice the large back cover, which is held by some screws or bolts. Depending on your model, it could be flathead screws, Phillips screws, or in this case, small bolted screws. We're going to use the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. And remember, a pro tip, saving the screws to put the door back is a good idea. Even though that you want to add to the bin of screws that are always left over when you finish building something, today is not that day. And that is one of the greatest mysteries in life. Just like that sock that disappears on the dryer, we never know why we rebuild things. We have screws left over. Once you get to the last screw, we want to make sure that we hold the door before it gives you a lovely kiss. Having a helper or a Watson, it's a good idea. They can help you hold the screws, meanwhile your body contorts to pretzel position. Or to kill your confidence level of, I don't know that he knows what he's doing. Once we remove the cover, we're going to notice the heating element. Now that we have the heating element in sight, we're going to notice 2 screws, one to the left and one to the right. We're going to use the ancient technique of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Remember to save the screws. With inflation, you never know when you might need them. Once we remove one side, we want to make sure that we hold the heating element. Meanwhile, we remove the second one, because the last thing you want is to go from a DIY project to an ER visit. So remembering that pro tip, we go ahead and remove the screw on the other side. And to make the job a lot easier, we're going to go ahead and remove the wires from the thermostat. You can choose to take a picture, label the wires, write it down on a piece of paper, or remember with your beautiful, strong mind. Even though Watson laughed and placed the face of disbelief at that comment, we know you can. You can choose to remove the wires before removing the screws or after. At the end of the day, you are the king, queen, both or none of your castle. Just don't let your friends know, your significant other, roommates, because you might lose the throne. Now that we have the wires removed and the screws, we're ready to pull down and remove the heating element. And here we have the high limit thermostat. We're going to go ahead and remove that to later place it back on the new one. We're going to use some pliers to remove the thermostat from the connector tab at the bottom, and then pushing it a little bit in so we can remove the top tab from the hole. In our case, we like replacing the high limit thermostat for a new one just to have 2 brand new pieces working in conjunction. But remember, that's optional. We get our new heating element. If you want to check out our full video on how to remove and replace the high limit thermostat, we'll leave links on the description of the video. To install it, we're going to reverse engineer our way to glory, but we're going to start by inserting the tab on the hole first on the top, and then inserting our connector tab at the bottom last. So we're going to take our new heating element and we're going to push it in and up. Meanwhile, we align it to the correct place. We're going to insert one screw first to hold the heating element and then place the other one, and then remembering the ancient technique of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, we finish the screws in. And now, using our beautiful strong mind, we go ahead and place the wires back to its original location. Meanwhile, we cheat and look at the picture just to make sure that we did it correctly. At all times, remembering not to let Watson see that you're glimpsing at your cell phone. Now you've done it. You're one step closer to victory. We're gonna go ahead and place the cover back and start screwing that dryer to submission. Always remember the ancient technique of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Once we placed all the screws, you can connect your dryer and confirm that it's working. And remember, we're gonna have 6 total videos at looking on how to fix your dryer machine easy and simple. Now you've done it, grasshopper. You become a master in the drying society of the world. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.